Watching my kids at the park. Full moon and Capricorn energies. Damn it, forgot again. Full moon and Capricorn type time. What type time y'all on? That's what I'm finna see. Finna see what type time y'all ass on. I'm pulling out of the what is it? This is a different deck. It's an older deck, but it's a fire deck though. The Archetypes Guidebook. And the first card, well, the first card came out before I got on was the Poet, but we'll hold that for later. The Gem. Let me see. Did it come upside down? Because these kind of matters with this deck. You can allow it to matter with this deck and what position it came out. And it kind of came out upside down. But when I flipped it like that. And you know how a gem is. When you hold a gem in your hand and it has all kind of different designs and carat, whatever the fuck you call that shit, engravings. You can't even tell. It ain't no up or down. It ain't no left or right. Just like it is in the spirit. So, are we in Gemini season still? Look. Loud ass truck. Because this is the gem. And at this point, with that Capricorn energy we got going on, maybe it's time for, maybe it's a realization of the gems that you have inside. Because you realize that there's all sorts of dimensions and ways that you can look at shit, because ain't no up, down, left, or right. I tried to say it was upside down. Oh, let me read the actual definition in the book of upside down gem. Because this book go in. This book be going in. Gem. Let's see. $177.45. That's 6. Energy of 6. 6 is balance. So, yeah. When something balanced, it ain't no right or wrong. It just is what it is. What I said, 177. Okay, here we go. Should I get to the point, or should I just... I'm finna get to the point. So in reverse, now I'm just reading. In the light, it means unique, shining, generative, and irreplaceable. And in the dark, it means envy, greed, and grasping. And to go deeper, Legend of the Crystal Skulls, whatever the fuck, some kind of book they're referencing. But anyways, not to say that you're in greed or envy or grasping. You may have came out of that energy, or you may be causing other people to be in that energy, but that ain't got nothing to do with the current you, where you're at now. So we're not even like looking at it like that, because everything is how you look at it. You can look at this gem however the fuck you want to. And at this point, you can see that's the gift right now. That's your gift. Unless you're on the wrong end of the spectrum. And look at the outside of this, how all that, this is totally different than this. This looks like a nest, a nappy head ass goddamn goat nest. And this looks like it's just, perfectly made. Perfect chaos. Where, look, I'm finna, you don't have to know what I'm saying. Rohan, Rashashan. Because nobody don't even know how to pronounce your name. Anyway. What else I was finna say? I'm finna go and read the whole definition. There are infinite names for the gem. It is also known as the jewel, the star, the talent, the gift, the gold. One thing for certain is that it is found deep within a substance that is very much unlike it. See? You see how the outside surroundings of it ain't got, it's two totally different realms, two totally different worlds. The gem requires a descent beneath the surface, where there is no definitive map. Yet the longing to touch the true gem within us is so strong that we cannot help but seek out its radiance. Okay, so we're gonna pull a astrology card on that to see. We already know, well, everybody don't know, but the planets and the energies are where they are. But we're just pulling a astrology card because that helps me to interpret in different ways, Let's see. And Jupiter always coming out. So we got Scorpio in the reverse. Scorpio in the reverse. You know, Scorpio, the energy of Scorpio is transformation and whatnot. Being in the reverse, what's the opposite of that? Maybe you're rising like a phoenix. But I should just read the energy for the retards in the chat, but I ain't finna do that because that'll throw the whole point off. So we gonna, anything we get, whether any flowers on, we gonna read it for the utmost, the upright portion of the spectrum. Because again, with the gem, you can read the shit however you like. It's up to you. Then we got Cancer. We know that we're in, if not already in Cancer season, I know, yeah, we're on the cusp of Cancer for sure. Both of these are water energies. Water being the emotions. You know, let's make it a teachable moment. Scorpio being fixed water, and Cancer being cardinal water. What is fixed? Fixed is something that is stern and steady, that don't move. So that causes Scorpio as a water element to be kind of frozen, like some dirty bacterial water in the backyard refrigerator. Cancer is more so like cardinal. It creates the emotion. Sometimes it might create the emotion just by being in a bad emotion itself, as far as the energy is concerned. See, I'm a Gemini, so it really don't matter. You can make a teachable moment out of anything, and that's my whole point at the end of the day. Them cell salts you sold me got me right. I've been meaning to spread that love. That's what's up. I use it as a low-key ritual. And I think it is a good thing for people to get, because at first I was like, why all the cell salt websites recommending that you get the entire cell salt supply? I realize now that, especially if you tapped into what you're doing and why you're using cell salts, you could shift and alter based on the energy of what you need at that moment or in that season. But anyway, so when I fix my website, I'm going to jump back in there and smash the gas again. And I'm going to start promoting the entire supply, or come up with some type of, this dick upside down. Or come up with some type of bundle package that comes along with an instruction guide. Ooh, that's fire. Ooh, that was some Capricorn energy right there. Appreciate that. Because they just gave me some information about my, anyway, let's get out my business. Then we got the first house of self-identity, the individual. Okay, and I'm gonna pull a clarifying card just to see what we're supposed to be talking about, though. Let me see. Clarifying card. What today is? Friday. This is a Venus day, right? So you're going to either be in a whole lot of loving energy or a whole lot of hatred energy. Especially if you don't have no love around you. You ain't going to know how to express yourself other than to be in some negative type shit. Because that's the only thing that you're reflecting. And that's the only thing that people going to show you in return, unless they're kind of like a little wiser. Let's see. Okay, let me see. I want a card to fall out though. Okay, here we go. Quiet moments. Yeah, a lot of people, this Cancer season too. So it's kind of necessary. Not even necessary. You may by default be pushed or forced into some quiet moments. And your energy, the way you may throw your weight around with this all this toxic water. Or maybe it's not, but we on this end it's kind of toxic water. You may force your own self into that type of seclusion. Because in the opposite, hear what's unsaid. You don't hear what's unsaid. That's in reverse. You can't hear your inner self. So you need to go into some quiet solace. Seek solace in the silence, where clarity finds its true voice. But if you're not even, shit, we ain't casting pearls among swine. Oh. Okay. The tide of transition along with Scorpio is transformation. Let me read it. It says, embrace the tides of change with openness, allowing the ebb and flow of life to guide your transformation into love and work. What's in reverse? Ride the current. So for some of us, Hold on, because I also, these came out too. Real promise. Because as you ride the transitional, the tide of transitions, you'll see that the promise that you was always promised is a thing. It actually is a thing. But if you don't ride the transitions, if you don't ride the tides, if you don't know how to catch the wave, you won't experience that. You'll still be in some type of not even isolation, but in some type of bondage. You won't even be able to move if you wanted to. You wouldn't even know how to move or where you were supposed to go. You got some kind of clarity. We had clarity to come out a little earlier somewhere. And the mountain of mastery, what type of energy that is? If that ain't Capricorn energy, I don't know what is. The mountain of mastery, you know what ghosts do. So let me read it. Ascend towards self-realization and triumph, guided by the stoic presence of the mastery mountain pathway. Hold on, let me see which one is in the, yeah, this is in the upright. So you've already reached certain peaks and shit. Now, you're at a point of being goaded a little bit. Because once you do anything continually and repetitively, by default, that shit gonna turn into a natural talent that you have, and you can do some things that's not even appropriate for your wellness over and over and over and over again. Before you know it, you got an embedded type of habit now, and you don't even know you have it at that point. But we not on that. Okay. All right, let me see. Okay, what should I pull? Oh, I haven't pulled. I guess I did. I did that already. I'm gonna pull. Okay, we finna dip. Look, what we got going on? The master manipulators. I ain't gonna say that. Capricorn ain't necessarily master manipulators. They're probably masters at whatever they attempt to do if they want to. But Scorpio is more of a manipulating energy, a water energy, just because Capricorn is earth. The threshold. This came out in reverse, but it looked like it was in the upright though. Don't that look like in the upright to you? But it's actually in the reverse. Wait a minute, am I tripping? Yeah, it was actually in the reverse. Because the threshold. That reminds me of that material pattern that was on that other card with the gem sitting in the middle. So it's like, metaphorically speaking, or the word esoterically speaking, this is you, but you're the gem, and you just may not, it may not show up like this in this realm right here, wherever you're at, but you're right there as far as being the master and busting through a certain threshold. Because damn, I put them cards back up. Anyways, and then we got the this at the top, which to me represents individuality. That's what the color of the sun is. Something that is supposed to be seen, something that you're supposed to be something that helps you thrive, really. Something that creates the environment. So you can also be part of the reason why your environment changes, or the environment of the world. Because as one person does one thing, if every individual was to do certain changes, or however they was to progress, that's what's going to create the reality that we will end up being in. So as you change, you also assist not only your personal reality to change, but you also assist everything as far as the realm that we have created, called the world, to change as well, whether you believe that or not. But it ain't about you believing it. We passed the age of belief. We're now in the age of Aquarius, where we're supposed to know. So you're supposed to know what's important and what ain't important. And when you don't know what's important, that's when you stay in this hole. Because now you don't even know, you don't even have a map, period. You ain't got a starting point at all. You don't even know you're in a hole. You don't know you're in hell. But I ain't speaking for everybody, because I'm not speaking for me and people like me. We know what's the fuck going on. Let's see. How long we been on? We ain't been on for 15 minutes. Ooh. 15. Okay, this one felt like it wanted to be something important. The nectar. The nectar. We just came out of, well, not, I still feel the energy of spring, so I guess we're finna get ready to be into summer, and spring is more like when flowers begin to bloom and their nectar actually becomes sweet type shit. Damn, I wish I knew what number that was, because I don't know my Roman numerals. And being on the cusp of Gemini and Cancer, look, that kind of resembles not only the Gemini signature being duality, but also it looks like the yin and yang being black and white or whatnot. And the nectar is that sweet spot. You're in that sweet spot. So it's like, don't let this moment be in vain for real. And yeah, you're in a certain sweet spot. Let me read this real quick. Being in the cusp, because sometimes cuspy energies are tricky. But sometimes, because for me, for an example, I got a lot of double house placements, meaning that my houses are like y'all know, who knows, those who knows know. But anyways, no, that ain't what my point was. I have a lot of retrograded planets, and when the planets are like the regular planets are in the retrograde, that's kind of like a good thing for me. I'm able to see it and experience it different based on my certain alignments. So, or where I've came and how I've progressed. So with this nectar card, the sweet spot you're in, everybody may not be able to experience it around you, but don't think that means that, oh, maybe I'm tripping or delusional. No, you're really in that sweet spot. Just because others around you may not be experiencing that. And that's the reason why, because usually this would be an awkward time, energetically speaking, for those who ain't riding the waves correctly, or ain't been riding the waves, or at least don't even know what the fuck going on. But you're in that sweet spot where you're using the 1, 2 and bringing them together and creating the whole, whatever your reality is supposed to be. However you're supposed to be looking at the shit you got going on. Because we kind of know at this point, and those who don't know, fuck you. I mean, sorry. But not really, because y'all got another chance to. Hold up. I'm trying to find the table of contents. Oh, here you go. Nectar. Okay, 181 is the page number. 8, 9, 10. That equals to 10. We know 10 is completion and new beginnings and shit. What I said, 181. Okay. So in Hindu mythology, there's a miraculous substance known as amaret or nectar that contains infinite healing power. This golden nectar or sacred elixir is the drink of immorality. This is like, some fairy tale shit, but it just has a moral behind it, I'm sure. And like its sister's substance, soma, is known to activate subtle intelligent forces that ease the mind, body, and spirit. Though esoteric, these images lead, okay, I don't want to read that. So when this card is in the light, glowing, relaxed, subtle illumination. And when it's in the dark, it's fixation on fixing, aggressive approach to healing. And the deep, well, how did that come out? Oh, it came out, it don't matter how it came out because we on some equilibrium type time anyway. Approach to healing and to go deeper, the wind of brilliant days. So the nectar, the mystic, and something cards are linked. Okay, I don't know what that card is. It is the mystic who, like Krishna, turns poison into nectar, and it is truth that can often serve as a potent elixir for healing. And truth is nothing but equilibrium. When you find the equilibrium between the disillusionment that you're experiencing, that's the only place that you'll be able to find the truth, because the truth also changes. So it don't even matter if what was true yesterday, if you're in a different space, that could not be true anymore. And that's why we have that cuspy energy where we're in the sweet spot, because we get that part of it, where the world that we came from, or for the most part people, always been polarized. And that's part of the change that's being broken at the moment. Because look, that's a pearl rope or whatever the fuck that is, and it's broke. It's no longer binding anything down to where it can't grow and expand. I can go deeper on the card, but let me go and go. I'm gonna leave it alone. So, well, I might as well. I ain't got nothing but time to talk for a minute. Then you see what that black chain or whatever that is blocking it. But as soon as that chain stops, that's when the light starts coming out, but it's on the dark end of the spectrum. So that's when you know there's equilibrium, because what's in between here is still coming out. Okay, still coming out. You got the hand. You got a lot going on in this card. I love these cards. That's why I love these cards. Because these cards, the way they did their art, it's kind of, to me, I can see it as the inner world and how you can look at these things. And I'm sure that's where they were coming from with it. Because it's and it's called the Archetypes Guidebook of the Unknown. What's up, y'all? Now I can look in the chat, because there was a whole lot of retardation going on, and I didn't want to throw me off and for me to miss the point. That's the whole point of me jumping on, is so I don't miss the point. But how long we been on? Okay, 20 minutes. I think that's straight. I think that's cool. Y'all got to continue to let me warm up. But I know this is something I enjoy doing though when I anyway. Y'all let me see. What we doing, we just pulling the energies for the moment. So I started off pulling the energies based off of the, the moon being into Capricorn, and we've been in that cuspy energy for real. And the earlier energies, you might have to rewind. Because I done forgot what I was talking about earlier in the beginning portions of it. But we know there's some boss type time. Oh, that's what it was. And how that allows us to be in this cusp energy that's sometimes irregular and uncomfortable for the average individual. Anything that's like in between worlds is uncomfortable if you're not realizing that's what's going on. But that's like a symbol or a representation of how some energies or some people can be experiencing the energies of having some type of boss type of perspective of what they got going on. And we just early in the shit. I don't know. I ain't no astrologer like that. I'm just pulling some energies and talking shit. Okay. Yeah. Hey, my solar return energies. Hold up, it's getting hot. My solar return energies are in the 8th house. So I know it's for me to dig a little deep, but I also know that I got to make sure that I don't dig too deep, being a Gemini, talking too much. But not to say that I ain't got nothing to hide though. I ain't got nothing to hide. Except TMI. Y'all don't want to hear no TMI. Let's pull some astrology cards since we got some astrology based individuals in the chat, and it'll make more sense this time. I'm watching my kids too, y'all. That's why I keep looking over here. So I like this deck because this deck contains all the planets. It got all the aspects, and it has the houses and asteroids. I fuck with this deck, and it's quite straightforward, just based off of that's the only thing on the card, and we know the energies of it. Let's see what's next. Okay, so right now we pull the energies for. Here come my little one. Right now we pull the energies for a message for individuals who need one, or just want one, or just shit. What's the message? Because that's what I portray to be more than anything. What's up, baby? You ready to go? Huh? You say what, Mirror? Oh, because ain't nobody up here. Y'all, I might have to dip. But the card that came out was the 4th house energies. We already know we in Cancer season, so I ain't able to clarify. Get in the back, baby. You gotta get in the back. I got too much stuff up there. I'm gonna tap back in with y'all later because we having a Friday weekend fun day for the kids real quick while I do what I do my thing. So, all right, y'all. Let me hit y'all back. Peace. Thank y'all for tapping in. Come on.